right, well, we're going to start our topic on Mook Jong today. Sometimes it's referred to as the wooden dummy. You'll also see it as the Mook Jong, not just the Mook Jong. Okay? This particular piece of training apparatus, some people outside of Wing Chun they look at this, they don't know what it is, and the first time people see something they don't understand, whether it's another person or an apparatus or something, they'll go, what is that? And just because they don't know, they'll go try to find some way to degrade or put down or make fun of people they don't understand. If someone looks funny in school or different than them, they'll make fun of them. Same way, any kind of martial art, same way. So someone may say, well, that post, it doesn't hit you back, so why would I want to train on that? Well, I asked them, hey, do they hit a heavy bag? And they're, yeah, I hit a heavy bag. You're like, well, I don't see any arms on a heavy bag, and it doesn't hit you back either. And they're like, oh, and they stop their line of questioning then. And they say, well, a heavy bag, well, I could swing it back and forth. Well, great, wonderful. But this actually has many, many, many reasons we use this. To the untrained, good. I'm glad they don't understand it. If they open their minds and they have a possibility to understand and they want to understand and get some training, they may learn the Mook Jong form. Then they'll benefit from its great many uses. The Mook Jong form is taught for several reasons. One of the reasons, and this is in no particular order, one of the reasons is to learn your distancing away from the opponent. Now, you say, well, sparring does that, and it does. But when you're sparring someone and you try and throw a punch at them, and they block you, and you flow into something else, all of that has a purpose. On the Mook Jong, however, the Mook Jong, you're able to carry through your technique to its fruition, till your punch hits, till your Chang Sao hits, till your kick hits unimpeded. Another reason you use this is very simple. You're able to hit the Jong and hit this Jong where you might hurt someone else hitting their body. You can hit a solid piece of wood. You don't always have to hit it hard. You can do it softly. But you can hit this Jong and you're carrying through your technique through its fruition, and you hit it. And what you're developing in your body is the ability to hit something very hard with devastatingly power. This particular Jong, if you hit a Jong that's solid, like a telephone pole, it's very fibrous, okay? It's not hollow. It's fibrous, like this post over here. You hit that for a number of years, what happens is that you develop this energy, this explosive amount of force that you actually develop through many years of training on the Jong, that when you then go and hit the human form or the human body, what you hit hurts. What you hit is destroyed. If you want to put power into it. After hitting something thick and fibrous. After many years of training this. So striking posts have been used throughout the centuries. Whether it's Wing Chun, whether it's another country, whether it's Scotland, whatever, throughout the centuries, striking posts have been used and in different martial arts. The Wing Chun Wooden Dummy is for a specific reason, and it's been refined with a leg and arms. Now, here's something you may not have heard before, that these arms should not be looked at like arms. These arms should be looked at like energy projections out of the post. This is an energetic representation, not a physical representation of the arms. These arms are supposed to represent energy, and I'm traveling, when I hit this, traveling back to the core, or the core or the real center line of this Jong. These arms actually, every Jong and the leg, the arms and the leg lead me back to the core of this Jong. So that is training you for everything that you do with an opponent to always, every block, every strike, every kick, everything goes back to the center line of the core of the opponent, not sideways but to the core of the opponent. This trains you to do that. Also, not only does it train you for those couple of things, but movement around an opponent. The distancing, the stepping, how if I'm too close, I'm jammed up here. Maybe my feet feel good, I'm in a good stance, but I'm too close. I've gotten in too close. So my long-range weapons won't work because I'm too close. Or maybe I'm too far away and I can't touch the Jong. So this distancing and range-specific techniques really make a difference, and the Jong training on it really pulls this out. If I'm to step out over here and I'm too far away, my foot won't reach the Jong. So I have to say, well, wait a minute, I have to step out just right to a certain point to line up and kick the Jong. Likewise, if I'm close enough to the Jong, but I'm off on the wrong angle, maybe I've stepped close enough to the Jong that I can kick it, but I'm scooted too far off, I'm not going to kick the core. From this side, instead of kicking the core here or here, maybe I've stepped too far over, I'm going to kick off to the side. Okay? This Jong will help you in all of these areas. Now, with the hands, your hands, and these energetic arms here, it helps you use your left hand and your right hand simultaneously. It helps you to get your right, if you're right hand dominant, like I am, this helps my left hand really come onto the same page as my right hand. If my left hand is not, maybe it's 25% effective, but my right hand's 100% effective, my left hand doesn't come up. Instead, my good hand, my right hand at 100%, its effectiveness comes down. So I need to train my offhand. If your left hand, train your right hand. If your right hand, train your left hand. I need to train my offhand extra to bring it up so it doesn't drag my good hand down. Okay, and its effectiveness down, because my right hand is going to try and cover and do some of the work that my left hand should be doing. The Mook Jong helps in this, and there's many ways to train the Mook Jong so that your offhand can come up. Okay? So, I can go on about the different reasons and theories about why and how to train this,